Bruchim habayim. Blessed are all of you who come
to this great simcha, this great joy, and especially, of course,
to our graduating class. Sorry, nothing I said so far matters. That was just my warm-up. So, class of 2014. This is what I want to tell you to just begin this beautiful ceremony today. You know that on this week we read about how all these spies go into the land of Israel, but only 2 of them believe that they can conquer the land. And the question is, what makes them different? They all saw the same land. I say this because you're about to go into a new land, and that will happen again and again in your lives. High school, college, other schools, other careers, other cities, marriage, children, they're all new lands. What distinguished the 2 spies wasn't that they saw a different land, but they saw with different eyes. They saw with the eyes of the values that they had been taught by their parents and grandparents, by their teachers, and faith in God. And what we hope is that a part of you will see the world through the eyes of the lessons that you learned here. That you will know that there really is no land you cannot conquer in the very best sense, as long as you carry with you all of the lessons of Torah, of mitzvot, of decency, of goodness, of faith, of tradition, and of promise in the future that we have tried to give you in your years here. And the best part of that is that you can always come back to your old land. The nicest part of this day is not only seeing you, but seeing all the other graduates of the school who come back to witness you join them as graduates of Sinai Akiba, who have gone on to wonderful and beautiful things because of the same sorts of inheritance that you now carry in your hands. So today, what we wish for you and what we pray for you is not just that you have a beautiful future, but that you carry and cherish what is inside you, which is of inestimable value, which is beautiful and holy and sacred, and that you guard and treasure your souls through this world, and with each new land, you see it with old eyes and new, and that you come back and tell us about it, because we are here cheering for you, praying for you, confident in your future, and grateful that you're a part of our community. Thank you, God, for this beautiful day. Amen.
Welcome, parents, grandparents, family, and friends. Welcome, Sinai Akiba committee members, teachers, staff, administrators, Sinai Akiba siblings. And of course, welcome graduating 8th grade class. Graduation and the days and weeks leading up to it are filled, as you know, with lots and lots of emotion. Your trip to Israel was punctuated by laughter, singing, and a deeply spiritual, familial closeness. The energy at Color Wars was almost otherworldly. It was as if every class bonding experience you've had leading up to that moment prepared you to experience that kind of closeness. And at the end of the middle school dance, many of you cried for the best friends scattering to schools all over Los Angeles, for the memories, the childhood memories that make you giggle to this day, and for the unsettling understanding that this is the end of an era. Your parents have cried too, with you and alone. I had many parents on the way in tell me that they didn't expect to be as emotional as they are today. They've cried for the image that they have of you as a first-time kindergartner, and of the vision of your younger selves walking across this very stage on many, many occasions. And they have cried for the time that always seemed fleeting, always seemed slipping away towards this very moment. But I also think there's another reason for the deep emotion, and that is that this graduation is not only about you, as you heard Rabbi Wolpe talk about. This is about the identity and the narrative of the Jewish people that you carry with you. That you are, even as you prepared your time capsules, you are your own time capsules. You're our time capsules. You are, as a group, our past, our present, and our future. This, as you all know, has been so much more than a place that you learned to read and write. This is the place that you became who you are. There is a beautiful, beautiful poem by the Israeli poet Yehuda Amichai, who perfectly describes the sacred journey that got you to this point and the sacred journey that lies ahead. The poem's called A Poem Without an End. And it reads, inside the brand new museum, there's an old synagogue. And inside the synagogue is me. Inside me, my heart, inside my heart, a museum. Inside the museum, a synagogue, inside it, me, inside me, my heart, and inside my heart, a museum. You will all leave Sinai Akiba today and go on to your brand new schools, filled with possibilities and challenges. And inside those schools, you will always be filled with this place, the place that made you who you are, where you form friendships that I know will last a lifetime, where you became the confident, wise, soulful leaders you are sitting here today. And inside Sinai Akiba is you. You will always be with us, and as we are always here with you. Yasher Koach, B'Hatzlacha, 8th grade class of 2014. Important moment. We also want to acknowledge the leadership of our exceptional middle school director, Helen Molitz. She too will always be with us. We will continue to reap the benefits of her work, and many families have already acknowledged her leadership by generously giving to our endowment campaign and establishing the Helen Molitz Endowment Fund, so that future generations of middle schoolers into perpetuity will continue to live out her legacy. And today we also say goodbye to many families who are graduating their youngest children from Sinai Akiba. In particular, I want to acknowledge the Miktarzada and Musazada family, who have been at Sinai Akiba for 18 years. The Applebaum family, the Shushani family, and the Halimi family, who have been at Sinai Akiba for 20 years. And Dylan Korbaba's family, who has been at Sinai Akiba for over 25 years. You too will always be with us.
has had the same wonderful experiences at Sinai Akiba as our sons did. I hope that you will forever treasure the close friendships you've developed, the dedicated teachers who've impacted your lives, and the Jewish values and traditions that Sinai Akiba has instilled in you. As for your parents, they've had the joy of kvelling as your mind, heart, and soul developed. I hope that you'll thank your parents for the boundless love and guidance that they have and will continue to give you. They make Sinai Akiba Academy and our temple an extraordinary community. Each of your parents has contributed to making our community a welcoming and caring one, a community that learns, prays, celebrates, and even grieves together. Your teachers, administrators, clergy, and temple members make up a community that has been here for you, your parents, and your extended family. Although your graduation is an important milestone, it's a beginning, not the end of your Jewish education and involvement in our temple community. We promise you and your parents that your Sinai Temple and this wonderful community will continue to be here for you and your family for every holiday, life cycle event, and spiritual and learning moment. We want to do everything we can to involve you and your parents in the temple and to be supportive of whatever your needs and goals are. I welcome and we welcome your new ideas for our temple that will inspire you and your family to continue to be involved in our temple for the years to come. Mazel tov on your milestone and enjoy your celebration. Thank you.
fellow graduates, family members, guests, teachers, and administrators, and thank you all for coming to our graduation. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sivan Legerman, and I feel very honored to be speaking here today. To be honest, when I was chosen to give this speech, I thought it would be pretty easy to write about a school that means so much to me. But when I sat down to get started, I understood that I was wrong. You see, I've been going to Sinai Akiba Academy for 10 years now, and I realized that it's not that simple to sum up the most important years of my life in just a few short minutes. So I was thinking and thinking, and then it suddenly came to me. I needed a thesis statement to begin. English teachers, aren't you proud of me? So here it is. Sinai Akiba Academy has provided us with a tremendous foundation upon which we will build the rest of our lives. Now let me give you some background information of how I came to this conclusion. This year in English, we read The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie, and we were introduced to the modern-day American Indian culture through the eyes of the protagonist, Arnold Spirit Jr. We learned that Arnold lives in a place where so many are expected to fail, and they do, because they have no one to count on and all hope is lost. This really opened my eyes to the struggle and challenges that so many people face in their lives every day, and made it clear to me just how many opportunities have been handed to us. We at Sinai Akiba, by contrast, are standing on firm ground. We have been privileged enough to receive an amazing education that accommodated each and every one of our personal needs and abilities, and we know that doors will be opening for us everywhere. Equally important is the close and cohesive community that we have created here over the years. We gain strength from the fact that we will never be alone because we belong to a community that embraces and accepts us and will always welcome us with open arms. Sinai Akiba has also helped us develop a Jewish identity that allows us to know who we are and gives us a rich heritage that guides us. Actually, our foundation was formed thousands of years ago. During this year's Israel trip, we visited Jerusalem and learned about the Kotel and the Temple Mount. The rock that stands on the Temple Mount, just above the Kotel, is called the foundation stone, Even HaShetiyah. For the rabbis, it was the most sacred spot on earth, the spot where God began to create the world. Yet, it also became the foundation of our Jewish history. It was both the location of the Akedah, Abraham's test of faith when he was asked to sacrifice his son Isaac, and where the Aron HaKodesh, the Ark of the Covenant, stood inside the Holy Temple. This location was not only part of our religious foundation, but also became a focal point of our entire Israel trip. In conclusion, I need to give evidence to support my original thesis statement. That's easy. The evidence is right before your very eyes. We, the graduates, are the perfect evidence. We are all standing here today, set atop a foundation built on an amazing education, with a deep sense of Jewish learning, countless morals and values, and incredible relationships and friendships. So, class of 2014, we are now ready to head to a widely diverse selection of high schools as the amazing people we have become, proving that we are capable of accomplishing anything we set our minds to. This is all the result of the strong foundation that is this school. Thank you, Sinai Akiba Academy.
Yo, my name is Joe, and I am truly honored to be speaking at graduation today. I know you didn't expect to see a good little Jewish boy up here with all the yo-yo-yos, but I can assure you that I have a serious side too. Recently, our class spent 2 weeks in Israel, and when we had a Havdalah service on Shabbat, I had an epiphany. It dawned on me that I was a part of something larger than myself. I looked around the circle of my friends and teachers and realized that to a large extent, knowing them has contributed greatly to who I am today. I saw Matt Barham playing the guitar while we all sang along. Grace was taking a selfie with the tour guides. And Noah Karp and Jason Jean were doing their DJ thing. I found myself thinking, this is more than a community. This is a family. At times, it could be a very, very, very strange family, but that is what makes it wonderful. In recent years, young adult books have been riddled with dystopic literature. We have read about societies and families that are dysfunctional and broken, and we have read about societies and families where perfection and sameness is expected. When we read The Giver by Lois Lowry in the 6th grade, I remember wondering what it would be like to live in a world where there was no room to be an individual, and if you tried, you ceased to exist. Sadly, today, there are places in our world where people are not accepted or are simply invisible if they dare to be different. In the first chapter of Genesis, when God creates humanity, the rabbis teach us that because every person comes from Adam, we need to respect and care for every human being because we are all infinitely valuable. I think that part of my discovery in Israel is that I have been blessed to be in a community and family at large that celebrates differences and diversity and encourages us to be our authentic selves. So yes, I am a part of something larger than myself. You can find me in my nuclear family, in my Jewish family, in my Sinai Akiba family, and in a part of each of you here today. We all dwell in the hearts of one another. Recently, we lost one of America's finest poets and authors, Maya Angelou. She put it best when she said, "We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike." Thank you to my teachers and mentors at Sinai Akiba, to my twin brother, to my family, and especially my family here today, and to all of the families in this room for believing in us and loving us for who we are. Because of your support and the confidence you have given us, we can do anything. I can even dance myself off stage to say goodbye.
My name is Lauren Halimi. When I was selected to speak at this year's graduation, I was surprised and honored. In fact, I really don't believe that I'm here today. I can honestly say that I remember sitting out there, where you are, when I was only 3 years old, watching my sister, Chanel, graduate. 2 years later, I watched my brother Josh walk across the stage to receive his diploma. They looked so smart and grown up, and I was just a little girl. I wanted to be just like them. This idea of not measuring up to Chanel, who is the smart one, and Josh, who, of course, is the funny one, haunted me during my childhood. But in the 7th grade, something happened. I think that having my bat mitzvah and joining our student council forced the little girl out of her shell and into becoming a young lady. Now, it's my turn to be on the stage, and my brother and sister are sitting in the audience, watching me graduate. No offense, Chanel and Josh, but I no longer want to be just like you. You know how much I admire you both, but at last, I am perfectly happy being me. I guess I could say that all I needed to learn about myself, I learned here at Sinai Akiba. This school has been a safe place to grow up, and I think it has helped force all of us out of our shell. I am self-assured because I have gotten endless support and care at this school, whether it was from teachers, friends, or parents. I have also learned that when you believe in yourself, you are able to pursue and accomplish so much more in life. In 7th grade rabbinics, we studied the Mishnah in Pirkei Avot, where it asked, Ezehu Ashir, Hasameach Bechalko. Who is rich? The one who is satisfied with what one has. This has taught me to be proud of who I am and to not measure myself against anyone except me. Sinai has given me the confidence through the experiences, friendships, and values to know what is right and follow my own heart and mind, no matter what others say. If I can continue to live my life this way, I will be blessed with untold riches. In an hour or two, we, the class of 2014, will all be on our way. And my wish for all of us is that when we encounter new people, new places, and new experiences, we remain true to the values we've learned here. That we can draw upon the reservoir of strength that was given to us by our community. And that we remain proud of whom we have become so that we can confidently greet our future. All along the way, I will be with you, and I know you will be with me, because the friendship we have made here will last forever. I want to end with the immortal words of the famous poet Bruno Mars. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Hello everyone. My name is Michael Musazada, but everyone calls me Mikey. This year, I was fortunate enough to be student council president, a position that had a good deal of responsibility attached to it. But it also came with some cool perks, one being me standing here giving this speech today. I thought I might talk about history, everybody's favorite subject. So let's begin with the fall of Rome and then go up through the modern era. Of course I'm joking, but I really do want to talk about history. Right before Pesach break, my Jewish history class ended, and after the students emptied the room, I found myself alone with Mrs. Mashbaum, listening to her reminisce about her days as a student at Sinai. In her day, I don't want to make you sound old, Mrs. Mashbaum. I know it was in ancient times, but everything was different. For instance, the Jaguar image had not yet been born, so there was no mascot, and the school colors were maroon and gray. I don't know whose idea that was, but it sounds depressing. There were blackboards with chalk, can you imagine? And smartboards hadn't even been invented yet. The students couldn't go to the coffee bean to order a double decaf, no-whip vanilla latte because it was Mr. Bram's drugstore. However, as the well-known saying goes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And although there have been many changes at our school, the things that matter the most in this school's life have remained the same. I find that we have a unique relationship with our teachers. Although they are authority figures, at the same time, they feel like real friends. Teachers, don't get me wrong, we are going to hang out with you outside of school. In our relationships with our teachers, there's an immense sense of respect that runs through the entire building, and you can feel it as soon as you enter. This prominent sense of respect is shared between everyone, all the way up to the administration. Heck, all the way up to the top of the food chain, to Rabbi Wolpe's office. It flourishes even more as years go by and becomes even stronger, truly standing the test of time. Now, could you please raise your hand if you're Jewish? Great, I'm glad there's so many of you here today. It'll save a lot of explaining. The countless Jewish values I have learned here will guide me in my future. My Jewish upbringing is invaluable. It has not only shown me who I am, but also shown me who I can become. Learning is one thing, but loving to learn is a completely different experience. When I entered middle school, the importance of my education became more evident. With that understanding, attaining more knowledge, or in other words, learning, became one of the most fulfilling actions in my life. Being able to look at the world and to understand it, along with the desire to be a lifelong learner, is what makes life worth living. So as we learned in algebra, if A equals B and B equals C, then Sinai Akiba has enriched my life. As I took my last stroll through the middle school halls, I could feel the presence of those who came before us. I could imagine teachers and students who also roamed these halls over the past 46 years and helped to shape the unique and beautiful culture of this school. It is fitting that we begin each Tanakh class with the blessing to study Torah. May we and our offspring, and the offspring of your people, study the Torah for its own sake. This blessing is appreciation, not only for the gift of Torah, but also for the legacy of our tradition's heritage of learning with each successive generation. We, the class of 2014, are that next generation. Like those who went before us, we too have left our memories here. We too have left a lasting impression on our school. Class of 2014, although our school will continue to change, know that the values and lessons we learned here will be constant and steady. They are ingrained in the fabric of who we are. Let's all carry that message in our hearts and minds as we begin the next chapter of our lives. Now, let the waterworks begin.
Hi, my name's Hannah Kext, and 8th grade has been one of the most memorable years of my life. Throughout the year, we have made everlasting memories and strengthened relationships that will last a lifetime. Every year, the 8th graders leave a present for the school so that their Sinai Akiba years will always be remembered by the students that come afterwards. Some 8th grades give umbrellas or chairs to the patio or other short-term objects that will last for a few years. Our 8th grade, however, has decided to give something that will last a little longer. We have decided to support the new Helen Mullet's Middle School Endowment Fund. The fund was established by Sinai Akiba families in our community in order to honor a very special person in our middle school, Miss Mullet's. Our hope is that after we leave the middle school, not only will the school remember us, but they will also remember the person who helped us become the close grade we are. The Helen Mullet's Middle School Endowment Fund will support programs in the middle school, as well as provide scholarship support for middle school students. The endowment is also a part of our school's Generations program, which is a national movement to build Jewish day school endowments throughout the country. If you don't know what an endowment is, let me explain. An endowment is a large sum of money that stays invested in a program. The interest earned from the invested money will provide support for the programs that we want to support. I encourage you all to make a contribution to this special and everlasting fund. There, I think, are flyers in the back of the room for anyone who's interested, and our memories of Sinai Akiba will last a lifetime. With your help, this fund can last even longer. Thank you.
Teachers here at Sinai Akiba guide us to develop our potentials and embrace our strengths. Our teachers not only educate, but show us the way into the right path. It is not only the teachers who are wonderful here, but also the administration and support staff.
On behalf of the graduating class of 2014, we would like to thank the entire Sinai Akiba staff for their hard work and determination. A wise man, better known as Dr. Seuss, once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened."
We will never forget you.
And our memories will be cherished forever.
Eighth graders, it has been such an honor to get to know you over the past 2 years. You are a spirited, intellectually engaged, committed, wonderful class. And I know that you're going to continue to make Sinai Akiba proud in high schools all over the city and then eventually in colleges all over the nation. Come back, stay in touch with us. We miss you already.
Once upon a time you said to me, everyone is seeking to be free. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, we got the power, citizens of this world, together side by side. We are one, unbreakable and strong, chain that never breaks, no one can replace. No one's ever gonna come between us, no one's ever gonna break the chain, no one's ever gonna come between. We stay the same, we stay the same. No one's ever gonna come between us, no one's ever gonna break the chain, no one's ever gonna come between. We stay the same, we stay the same. We are one, unbreakable and strong, chain that never breaks, no one can replace. No one's ever gonna come between us, no one's ever gonna break the chain, no one's ever gonna come between. We stay the same, we stay the same. No one's ever gonna come between us, no one's ever gonna break the chain, no one's ever gonna come between. We stay the same. We are one, unbreakable and strong, the memories we share are honor and I swear. No one's ever gonna come between us, no one's ever gonna break the chain, no one's ever gonna come between. We stay the same, we stay the same. No one's ever gonna come between us, no one's ever gonna break the chain, no one's ever gonna come between. We'll stay the same, we'll stay the same, the same.
Class of 2014, it seems like only yesterday that you were walking into kindergarten holding your mom's hands. And here you are leaving 8th grade to venture on to high school. I will always remember you as a tenacious, hardworking, bright, happy group of kids. I will miss you so much.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Yeah, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got trouble, and I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Now, some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
Good night, that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it.
Eighth graders, I had such a great time with you guys in Israel. We had an awesome experience, and I'm gonna miss you. It's just... Hold on. No, turn it off. No, you can come back. It's okay. Alright, well, Mazal Tov, 8th grade. You guys are awesome. Good luck with everything, and come back and visit.
Class of 2014, we had great time in Israel, and I wish you the best as you move on. עלו והצליחו.
תודה על כל מה שבראת, תודה על מה שלי נתת, על אור עיניים, חבר או שניים, על מה שיש לי בעולם, על שיר קולח ולב סולח, שבזכותם אני קיים. תודה על כל מה שבראת, תודה על מה שלי נתת, על צחוק של ילד ושמי התכלת, על אדמה ובית חם, בינה לשבת, אישה אוהבת, שבזכותם אני קיים. יחד לב אל לב נפתח ונראה את האור שבשמיים. יחד לב אל לב נפתח בתקווה לאהבה נעמיד, ובלי שום דאווין בדרך העולה. יחד לב אל לב נפתח ונראה את האור שבשמיים. יחד לב אל לב נפתח יחד לב אל לב נפתח ונראה את האור שבשמיים. יחד לב אל לב נפתח בתקווה לאהבה.
Class of 2014, you are an amazing group of individuals. I love you all, each and every one of you, and you made us all so happy.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along
I'm happy at Sinai because you're here, all of you, and I'll be even happier if I see in the years after you graduate that you come back and say hello to us, but I'll be very unhappy if you don't. So be sure and make me happy. Come back and visit. Mazel tov.
First, I have to say, if you didn't know who Noah Danesh was before you came here, you know who he is now. I asked Noah to make this montage, and you all know how I set a bar high, and I knew Noah would surpass it, and he did. The hours he spent just on the morphing of the faces was unbelievable, and it was incredible. And I just want to say, you know, I've been seeing a lot of things on the internet and so on where people sort of call out people and ask them to prom and, you know, put them in an embarrassing way. They have to say yes. So Noah, where are you? I'm not going to ask you to go to prom. But I am going to ask you if I can go to the Academy Awards when you get that Oscar for your directing. Family who's here today, especially my grandchildren who left their own schools in Menlo Park and Lisa Viejo. Thank you, family, for all your support. And now you, class of 2014. Okay, in 2012, David McCullough Jr. delivered a commencement speech to the graduating class of Wellesley High School in Wellesley, Massachusetts. The title of his speech was, "You Are Not Special." It went viral immediately and was praised by many, including me. He told the graduates that they were not special, they were not exceptional, they had no reason to feel entitled. In other words, he told them to get over themselves. It's so ironic because today, the message I want to deliver to you is that you are special, you are exceptional, but not for the reasons you might think. Of course, we are proud of your accomplishments. This year, our basketball season broke records. The girls' varsity team brought home a banner, and so did the boys' JV team. The boys' varsity team made it all the way to the championship game, where they lost to Buckley by 5 points. They were just too good. Next year, they'll be better when Dylan Porbaba joins them. Continuing the sweep, our boys' Jaguar team went undefeated. We launched our first competitive math team ever, led by Ryan Gold, and they went to state finals. Jared Applebaum recited so many numbers past pi in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade that he was able to hit Rabbi Shinlin, Justin Lamucci, and me in the face with a real pi. Kiana Dobbin and Elliot Saidi created museum-quality art to grace the halls of our school. I could go on and on about the amazing things you have done. You are artists, dancers, musicians, scholars, athletes, science, mathematicians, and writers. But you are not special because of what you can do. You are special because of who you are. You are special because of your values, your ethics, your ability to be selfless when necessary, and to know how to show empathy. I have watched you applaud with wild abandon and beam with pride when a fellow classmate had a performance, achieved a hard-fought-for success, or even received the award that you felt you deserved, got the spot on the team that you didn't get, or got a high school acceptance that wasn't yours. This is a rare quality. At times, we have had to face some tough issues behind closed doors in my office, and when that happened, I watched you own it, pick yourself up, and get better and do better. That's what's called growing up. You are exceptional because you are not afraid to show love, and you are not afraid to receive it in turn. When you put your arms around one another at Shabbat services and you sing the prayers, your love transforms and uplifts the very air in Cone Chapel. It is a common sight to watch you walk down the halls holding hands or with an arm around the shoulder of a friend. Your tears and embraces at our school dance were sincere and moving. Mikey talked about the atmosphere of respect that runs throughout our school, and I would say that it is fueled to a degree by love. You are special not for the grades you received, not for your ERB scores, and not for your GPA. You are special because you take ownership on your education, and you learn for the sake of learning. I have loved observing your classes and joining the academic conversations that spilled out into the hall and often into my office. I don't think too many principals could boast that they have students who would email back and forth to them to perfect a thesis statement. Or have a student like Yaniv Madahi, who never tired of deep discussions about character traits found in To Kill a Mockingbird. This week, I know there were many of you retaking science tests to show your understanding right up to the last minute. After you took the second part of the math final on Tuesday, several of you came to me because you were worried that you didn't do well. Okay, there's another page here. The story, where's my last page? No. Okay, but I know what I'm going to say. You were worried you didn't do well. You wondered, how could you learn that final concept of which you weren't quite secure yet? Some of you even asked me, should you go to summer school? And in a huge role reversal, I said, what, are you crazy? Get over it. You're not only accepted to high school, you've got your classes in your schedules. School's over, guys. Have some fun. So, class of 2014, today we heard Sivan talk about how you're standing on the foundation built by your school, and that you are the evidence. You are the pride that we have. We heard Lauren Halimi tell you that Bruno Mars said, you should be proud of yourself or love yourself or some such thing about being amazing. And I want you to remember that I said, you are really special. So it's almost time to launch you out of here, guys. It's almost time to graduate. I feel like I'm looking at 60 beautiful butterflies with souls that are so radiant, that are going to leave and land in schools all over this city. And you are going to spread the light and lead the way. I really do love all of you, and I am so proud to be a part of this graduating class. Congratulations. Thank you to the whole community for embracing me. Thank you, parents, so much for trusting me. And I'm going to miss you all, really. And I love you guys, you know that. Layla Amin. Jared Applebaum. Benjamin Gilad Apt. Benjamin Bailey. Jeremy Becker. Alexia Beller. Daniel Cohen. Maya Cohen.
Lexi.
Frederick Kushner. Kiana Dodman. Noah Danesh. Michelle Falib. Ariel Frigg Levinson. Ryan Gold. Naomi Grossman. Lauren Halimi. Oliver Hamui. Aaron Haruni. Jason Champana. Noah Karp. Jason Kashefi. Hannah Katz. Andrew Klein. Eliezer Lazary. Sivan Legerman. Zeke Levin. Grace Levine. Yaniv Badahi. Kaylin Mabubian. Benjamin Meyer. Joseph Meyer. Sophia Mitchin. Lauren Mogimi. Audrey Muqtazadan. Michael Musasadeh. Caitlin Mosh. Noah Nazarian. Jordan Pardo. Andrew Korbaba. Dylan Korbaba. Oren Rad. Jonathan Rashtian. Daniel Rafua. Jordan Rezin. Shia Rosen. Lauren Roshan Kashani. Michael Sack. Bianca Saidi Amrani. Elliot Saidi. Dylan Shushani. Noah Siegel. Alexis Silvera. Lauren Cerruti. Juliana Spitz. Talia Shaki. Jillian Stern. Jeannie Sutton. Maya Toper. Lila Trilling. Adi Wasserberg.
Lila, turn around, Lila.
Graduates, I want to watch you bump it, set it, spike it. You know what I'm talking about.
We do know what you're talking about.
Where's Alexis?
There are places I remember.
Thank you for helping. Yeah. Thank you for helping. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Really,
Even I'm nice job.
amazing.
I am. I don't know why. I love this class. Very nicely done. Nice job. Very nice, Renee. Thank you.
Ellen, maybe cry like 5 times.